Hi, I'm Adam Ferrara. History has asked me to do a special on the history of swear words, except I can't swear. So I'm going to try and tell you all about without saying I hope you like it, because basically, I'm
Swearing is a funny thing. These words are everywhere. We use them every day. But we never stop and ask what they're all about, or how a regular word becomes a swear word.
You know, there is no specific definition that something is a swear word. If you look in a dictionary, a lot of words will say vulgar or slang or whatever. And with the exception of George Carlin, I don't know if anybody's ever bothered to actually make a list. This is a swear word, this isn't.
Nobody gives you a list. That's the problem. They don't give you a list. Wouldn't you think it'd be normal if they didn't want you to say something to tell you what it is? Nobody even tells you when you're a kid what the words are that you're supposed to avoid. You have to say them to find out which ones they are. That's two.
The king of language was Carlin. Nobody was better at dissecting it accurately. And he said that we think by changing the language, we change the condition.
When I was 13, I remember me and my buddy across the street, Joey, we were able to get a copy of Class Clown by George Carlin, with the words you couldn't say on television. It became our Bible. It was unbelievable. Oh my God, I can't believe what he's saying.
Motherfucker and that was my original list. I knew it wasn't complete, but it was a starter set, you know?
Well, I had my own list courtesy of history, but I still wasn't sure how I was going to get through the show. I needed help from the Brain Trust. Not only are these guys my pals, they're two of the foulest people I know.
they gave me a list of stuff I can't say.
How do you do a history of swear words without mentioning the swear words?
Exactly.
That's bullshit. Is that on there?
Yeah,
No,
is
you
it
can
on
say
there?
that
You can
sometime.
say that. You know, if you're doing a network television show that's on at 8 o'clock at night, now, you know there's certain things you're not going to be able to do, say, or show. It's just the nature of the beast. At 10 o'clock on television, you can. If you do an R-rated movie, you can. So it's up to what you want to do. I will say this to you. I'm totally against the idea of accepting certain words into the vernacular and okaying them in terms of not being dirty words. I like the fact that there are certain words that we're not allowed to use on certain television networks because if you let everybody use every word, then after a while the power goes away from those certain swear words. And I like the power that they have.
You know, they're just words. It's amazing the power we give them. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that they can leave a sting.
I swear when I'm angry. I swear when I'm trying to emphasize a point. Sometimes I swear when I'm happy. And I can't believe it. That's amazing.
There is nobody immune from saying a dirty word. Even I don't care if he's the chief rabbi of Israel. If all of a sudden a truck hit him in the ears, he'll probably say, "What the is this?"
Swear is just a word that performs something, that puts you in a different place because of the fact that you've said it.
It's its own sort of genre of words that sort of exist outside of the mainstream, in a sense. They're outsider words.
And these outsider words come in all types of categories. There's your basic expletive,
piss,
an obscene word that expresses an emotional reaction.
That's like a 5-cent swear word.
Then there's the classic profanity.
Hell damn.
Where you're being irreverent towards a holy belief.
That's freaking phenomenal.
Now that's a minced oath, altered to reduce the offense of the original word.
God damn it.
Ah, God. That's taking an oath. And that's where swearing comes from.
What better is there to say than a big ol' you?
Now that's just a curse, plain and simple.
There's not really much more to it.
What do you think the most versatile swear word is going to be?
Motherfucker.
You think mother?
Yeah, well, for me. I use motherfucker for everything.
Bastard!
It's not really a curse word.
Well, you know what? This is a history of swearing, right?
Correct.
But yet he mentions curse words, right?
Yeah.
It's a swear. It's not a curse. So where does cursing cross over to the swearing department?
So
The
then
hell
what's
is
curse?
wrong with-
Cursing is
Cursing is putting a curse
pox on your house.
A pox on your house. I pray on a mustard seed that your balls drop off into your soup.
He's very good at
That's
cursing.
old school.
I think it's interesting to contrast the term swear with the term curse.
A curse
is wishing harm on someone. So it would be something like go to hell or eat shit and die. Well, that's actually two bad things.
Swear has both positive and negative connotations to it even now, and it evolved that way, that a swear was an oath, and it could be a solemn oath, a very positive oath to a deity, and gradually as the years went by, if you were using an oath to God but in a negative way, that's where we get that word swear.
I want to thank you all for coming today. I promise I won't take up too much of your time. My name is Adam Ferrara, and you are the key demographic in this project, so any insight you can give me will be greatly appreciated. Let's begin. So, what is a bad word? Ruby.
I think a bad word is something that like someone would say that they're having like a bad day.
Okay.
If you use it in the right way, like pigeon poop.
Pigeon poop.
Yeah. Then it's okay, but if you use it in a bad way to insult someone, it's not.
Yes.
I think a bad word is a word that you shouldn't use under the age of 5th grade.
So if once you're in 5th grade, you can use bad words?
No, not
No.
the intense ones, but like...
The mild bad words?
Yeah.
Now, do you guys know examples of bad words? Alex.
Crap.
Crap, yeah, that's a bad word.
It's a good word too.
How is it a good word too?
Because it also...
It also means
Poop.
Mm-hmm.
How about...
That was a big one. You said the big one. Ooh, that's a bad word.
I think you could have a potty mouth and still be appropriate. You know, I think there are things that are appropriate for kids and things that aren't, you know? I mean, you know, my kid the other day said shit, and I said, you know what, I appreciate it if you don't do that, unless you get a higher TVQ or get an album. You know, you got to earn shit. Can't say shit at 9.
The word means fecal matter, or the act of producing it. It dates back to 1308 and likely comes from the Old English scitan. Chaucer used it in the Canterbury Tales in the late 14th century. But the word became a swear over the next few hundred years, as references to bodily functions became more and more taboo. The first time it was said on the moon, Buzz Aldrin told Neil Armstrong he'd just taken one in his spacesuit. But he was probably full of it.
What are some of the more offensive words that you've worked on?
Well, recently I was working on the OED's entry for itself.